I don't want to oversell this,
I am dying to hear who you sat next to.
but is this going to be the best airplane story we've ever had on the show?
Oh, I don't know about
Even
that.
better than the time Brooke had a lavatory hookup with Royal Traveling Salesman while she was a fill-in stewardess for Qantas.
You were a fill-in stewardess.
On Qantas, of all airlines.
That's against protocol. in
Brooke,
Australia.
it happened and you can't deny it.
I can't believe I missed that one.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Good, I might. Am I right, Brooke?
Would you like a bag of peanuts?
It's true. Our own Jose Bolaños does fly a lot. Recently, though, he got upgraded to first class.
Yes.
Okay.
So
He's
always
always in
Yeah,
first
every
class. What are you
time.
saying?
I am.
It was still a very special time for
Okay.
this young man. Let's not downsell
Thank
it.
you, Jeff.
So that's where we're going to start. Jose, paint the picture for us. You've just been upgraded to first class and
Yes.
you walk into the plane.
I walk into the plane, I sit down, and they have these fancy, like, shells, and they're seats that can recline all the way down into the bed.
Oh, because you're on a long haul
It's,
flight.
it's going to
Okay.
Hawaii, so it's
Okay.
at least a 6-hour flight, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is I'm mostly sleeping. That's my plan, is to sleep.
Oh, I can't get wait to hear the details of your sleep.
No, it gets better, okay? But I sit down.
If this is about someone you dreamed about, I swear on my life.
It's not a dream, okay?
Okay.
Listen, I sit down and I'm playing with the seat because I'm like, cool, and whatever. And this guy sits next
And
to
I'm
me.
sure you're really loud.
I am. I'm like, whoa, this goes all the way back. Anyway, and the guy sits down and he's like trying to talk to me. He's like,
Oh.
hey, how's it going? And I'm just kind of like, hey, what's up, brother? Like, I'm busy over here, But I was nice. I'm
Wait,
like, okay.
in first class, are your seats as close as they are in the back?
So they're only
Like,
two.
are you-
There's
okay.
two next to each other. That's
Okay.
a great question. But they do have a separator in the middle.
Got it.
Okay.
So when you
Oh.
want privacy, you can like lift up this little
But it's
wall.
down right now.
But it's down
Okay.
right now.
That's
We can
how
see
you know
each
it's a
other.
classy person. They're like, I don't have time to talk to anybody
Yeah.
next to me.
Well, it's funny because I've traveled with you quite a bit, and you're not a very talkative guy on a plane.
No, I'm
You like to put
not.
your headphones
Yeah.
on and just chill
And
out.
I have my system. So that's why when he's like, hi, how are you? I'm just kind of like, hey, how's it going, brother? And then, and then I go
Screen
back
up.
to yeah. And then eventually, once we're taking off, I put the separator up on him. I'm just like, later, dink,
Okay.
whatever.
Okay.
I sleep for like 5 hours, 4 hours, whatever.
Okay.
Okay. So
Wait, so you're sleeping next to somebody famous and you waste the
I
entire
had no
time?
idea.
Didn't
I had
even
no
realize
idea,
it.
right? So as we're descending, I put the separator back down, and I kind of felt bad because we had a couple small interactions, like about the windows and stuff, and he was being super nice to me, but I kept just being very short and like, oh, sure, yeah, okay, and then back to bed. Separator up, right?
You feel guilty
Okay.
for ignoring
so
him.
now
the
I'm
whole
feeling
flight.
guilty, so I put the separator down, and we're descending, and I'm just like, boy, do I wish I was rich and famous, and I have to go back to work on Monday.
Did you
know?
say that out
I
loud?
said that to him, yeah.
Oh, that's
and
a funny
he-
little joke.
yeah.
And he's actually rich
I
and
know,
famous?
I didn't know this, right?
What did he
No,
say?
he goes, yeah, man, I was like, I got to work Monday. He goes, oh, I got to work tomorrow. And I was like, really? What do you do? And he goes,
Oh my God,
no.
is this when it
Dude.
dawns on him? That you have no idea who he is?
yes,
Probably.
it must be. And then he goes like, well, I play guitar.
Play
And I go,
guitar.
Guitar,
I'm sorry, did you
okay.
say play guitar? Because he gets all quiet.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, in what band? And then he literally goes, Pearl Jam?
What?
And I'm like,
What?
oh my God!
The lead guitarist of Pearl Jam.
Yes. Now, Alexis, you have no idea what's
No.
going on. Okay.
I've heard of them. I've heard of them.
Yeah, you've heard of
It's
Pearl
not
Jam.
Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, it is Eddie Vedder.
It's not.
He tried to say I'm the guitarist. He's the lead singer / guitarist. He is Eddie Vedder, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Recognize Eddie Vedder?
He, in his defense, he looked like a bum. He just got off the beach in Hawaii, his hair, his shorts and flip-flops on. I didn't know
Jose,
he was homeless.
he always looks like a bum.
that's
He's
the
Eddie
thing.
Vedder. He's like one of the starters of
Oh my God,
grunge.
Brooke is
Like,
freaking out right
I
now.
know,
So,
he's a legend. He's literally a Hall of Famer.
so once you
could
find
have
out,
been best friends with Eddie Vedder,
Could
but you
have.
slept the entire
Could
flight.
have. The story's not over. I currently am. Correct yourself, please.
Oh.
so
Okay.
when you learn that it's Eddie Vedder, do you fanboy out on him right there?
Okay, so I don't really fanboy a lot at that much, but I internally,
Oh,
my
but you
heart drops, adrenaline shooting, and I am like,
Okay.
oh,
So what do you
cool,
say? What do you
bro.
say?
No, you
Are
don't say
you-
anything. You pull out the blanket and you're like, here, get under this
Oh,
with
no.
me.
No.
I would have
sorry,
been
that's my
reviewing
move.
all the dumb things I had just said.
No.
Ugh.
Look,
What
I
do
haven't
you
said
do?
much yet, so this is what I do. I play it cool. I'm like, oh, nice, bro. Yeah, I figured it could have been you. You know, I'm on a radio show, so we probably play your music.
What? You did not say
Super
that.
smooth. And
So-
he goes,
Okay, go ahead.
He goes,
He goes, oh, you do radio? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm on a morning show called Brooke
Wait,
and
why are
Jeffrey
you not
in the
asking
morning."
more about him?
No.
Why?
This is Jose, remember?
we bringing
The
up-
conversation has to go back to
Why are
him.
you bringing up your own job?
Jose's always about him.
Yeah.
I want him to know he's comfortable with me. Like, I'm used to celebs. We're
Oh.
cool, even though I'm
Yeah,
freaking
yeah.
out inside. Like,
Oh,
I'm really
okay.
not used
I
to celebs.
see.
Anyway, so he goes, oh, cool, you're on a morning show. That's fun. I just did a call-in from Hawaii this morning. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then he's like, so what do you do? And I was like, well, I'm not really I do a lot of impressions and like phone tap characters and like
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then he's like, okay, well, what's your best impression?
Oh, no.
And-
God.
Oh, wait,
Here
you
we
did
go.
not. Did you do it? You did an impression for Eddie Vedder?
Not only an impression, bro.
No.
I ran the gambit on him. He got a set, baby. I started out with Arnold, right? Yeah, me and you, Eddie Vedder, were flying back from
No.
Hawaii.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
He's
Oh, my
cracking
God.
up. He loves
laughing?
Arnold.
He likes
loves
it?
Arnold. He goes, that's really good. And I go, yeah, one you may not know. It's a custom one I do. It's called Rolando.
Oh,
And
you do.
he loved Rolando was the most impressive because he told me after, that doesn't sound like you at all.
What?
That's not your voice. And I'm like, I know. I know Eddie Vedder. I'm pretty talented, right?
Oh my God,
we're
you're
bonding.
doing impressions to Eddie Vedder
Hold on,
in
that's
the
not-
first
Poor
class
man.
seats of an
This is
airplane.
Not even the best part.
Oh God.
This is how impressed he was, guys. He goes, oh God, okay, I really have to ask. Close your eyes. And I'm like, okay, Eddie
Okay.
Vedder. And I close my eyes and he goes, tell me who you think this is. And he starts doing impressions.
Oh,
He's
are
like,
you serious?
Hey everyone. Hey.
Who
Look
is that?
at me. And I don't know, Alexa.
Oh,
So I'm like,
okay.
oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Eddie Vedder. It's so bad.
I'm dying. Eddie Vedder is
Yes.
doing impressions for you.
Yes, and he's like, and I'm like, oh, it's so close, I don't know. And he's like, hey.
Is it
And
Beavis
then
and Butthead?
finally, he
Who is
goes,
it?
it was Bruce Springsteen. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Dude, one old guy doing an impression of another
I
old guy.
had no
Oh
idea.
my
And he
God.
mentions actually he's a friend of mine. I'm like, that's probably why you got the impression.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
I am seriously crying.
So that was the best thing ever. At the end of it,
Oh.
literally, he did notice my hat. I was wearing this hat that I'm wearing, the Brooke and Jeffrey hat.
Oh,
And
he's
he's like, hey,
great.
can I take a picture? Because I really want to listen to your show. Like, you seem like a great dude and blah, blah, blah.
So Eddie
Oh,
Vedder could be
no.
listening right now?
Eddie Vedder, you're listening. I
Wow.
love you, brother. And I do want to say the thing that made him laugh the most was the very end when we're saying goodbye. And I said, oh, hey, by the way, Eddie. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I hope your little band makes it. And he was cracked up, dude. That was
Okay.
so-
That
I don't
was
think
pretty
anyone's
smooth.
told him that before.
All
so.
right.
I love it.
It was
That's
awesome.
pretty epic.
It was the best story.
Okay,
Air
well-
high
Yay.
five. All right.
That
Text
is
in
amazing.
to 78592. Tell us, do you believe that was actually Eddie
Oh,
Vedder? Because I
have
don't
a
buy it.
picture. I'm not allowed to post it,
No,
but I
I
have a
don't- I
picture.
don't-
I'll show Brooke.
I think
Wait,
it was
you
just a
can't
homeless
post
guy
it?
that he was
Look.
next to.
Okay.
No.
Oh my God.
It's him. It's really
That's Eddie Vedder.
Text in if you believe that's a real, true story. If you actually met Eddie
Yes.
Vedder.
That's amazing.
We're going to do your phone tap right after this.
Hi, Eddie.